We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The give is to Bell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Darnold from the gun. Caught here by Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Darnold to his tight end, Herndon, first down, New York.
The 48-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Second and 11 now. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. It's a foot race. 20.
This is
and
too
all
easy.
the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 79 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me wasn't
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A give to Bell. Bell so light on his feet and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Bell. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now the Georgia Southern man is Matt Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Tua going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Right here. Hey, check right. Watching your five. Here we go, G. Okay, ready? All day. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Now Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. 36 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out.
Gain of 9.
And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. You got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder there to make the grab. And the Jets have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And out across midfield down to the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got it. Williams loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They snap it, they're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. Christian Wilkins. And that will force a turnover on downs. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts.
A gain of 5.
As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This is Jakeem Grant. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Dolphins take over first and 10. At their own 15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 79 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. This is Bell. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check. Lady. Check out. Hot. Young lady. Twist. Watch twist. He's coming, lady. You got double up. 51, Mike 51. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Darnold fighting Perriman there for a New York first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Bell. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Darnold. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it breaks up 4th down.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The Dolphin ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Williams.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Tackle made.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Complete.
Matt Breida. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Dolphins 23, Jets 14. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's the end of the.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Intercepted.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
By the Dolphins.
When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the Jets' 14-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. It's Williams on the catch. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They run for it with Breida, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On third down, here's Bell. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's complete right around the 8. He'll be ridden out of bounds. Didn't even come close to sniffing the end zone. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
To Devontae Parker.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. From the gun, it's Tua. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Well, that was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Play action, now it's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Sam Ficken.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
They run again with Breida. Finding room at the 30. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
Today's final score.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.